Hey guys, what is up? Austin here, aka Bowtie Guy 97, here with Michael 540 Ho. Today we're going to be showing you how to properly debadge a car or a truck. Anything that's got a badge stuck on with the 3M double-sided adhesive tape. This will work for. This is the best way that I found to debadge anything, whether it's been on your car for 20 years or it's been on your car for a day. So let's go ahead and get started. The things you're going to need and what we're going to be using today is I got fishing wire. We'll break down what you got to use everything for, but fishing wire and a 3M eraser wheel. Now these eraser wheels, you can order them like on eBay, online. Your local Advance, O'Reilly's, AutoZone might have them. They might be able to, order and get them in within a day. Or they have the off-brand ones, that works too. I just happen to have a 3M because that's where I work. That's what we stock, so I grabbed one from work, and they are incredible, and you're going to see that here in the video. They strip all that double-sided tape off that's left over. So let's go ahead and try to get this Chevrolet badge here on the back of the Tahoe off, and we'll get Michael's getting his gloves on, and we're going to go ahead and get this badge off. All right, so if you see Michael to get started, he's just taking the fishing line and running it under the corner or the side, whichever side you want to work on the badge. And he, put some gloves on because fishing wire will cut clean through your fingers if you pull it hard enough. And he's going to work back and forth. And what you're doing is you're basically tearing the double-sided tape out from behind the badge enough to where you can start to peel enough of the badge off to peel it the rest of the way off. This has been on here for so long, it looks like he's making decently easy work out of it, but if you get a badge that's held on with a lot of tape, and especially if it's a big badge, you might have to saw through a whole lot more. You might break a couple strings of fishing line before you get it all the way off. They do make tools for this, the panel adhesion removal tool. It's like an air jack hammer. You hook it to an air hose and it slides it off. The only thing about that is it's kind of scary because you're taking a metal spatula essentially to your paint, and I used that when I took my side moldings off, and it did scratch the paint, and I was trying to be as careful as I could. So keep that in mind if you're just doing something simple like the Chevrolet badge back here. That the easiest and safest way to do it is the way Michael's doing it here with the fishing line. You can probably pull it the rest of the way off, can't you?
I don't want to try because Paul messed his up that way.
Yeah. All right, and as easy as that, there's the badge. Now you see all this lovely old double-sided tape is still here on the Tahoe, and it's, terrible looking. You can see where the paint has been underneath it for years, and hasn't seen light or anything, and all that dirt that's gotten down in there over the years. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the 3M eraser wheel, and we're going to buzz over this, and it's going to strip it off. The eraser wheel is made of it's a rubber polymer.
It feels like a regular eraser.
Yeah, it just feels like a regular eraser, like the old style, like block ones that they gave you like in elementary school if you had a test and nobody had an eraser. It's like that weird feeling rubber. The idea is that rubber is going to break down. It doesn't have the strength or the grit to take your paint off, but it has enough friction, basically rubber, to get that adhesive of the double-sided tape off and everything. So it's a safe way to get the adhesion off without damaging your paint or anything else. All right, so now that he's gotten, he's run the eraser wheel all the way across where the decal was and gotten all the tape for the most part off, what we're going to do is go over top of it with in this case we're using Adams' detail spray and a detail cloth, and wipe over top of it and wipe, you know, everything that's excess off and see what we have left. You can use, you know, anything that's
5-minute detail.
5-minute detail, the glass cleaner, and, you know, any type of spray wax, anything, you know, wipe over it, a little bit of lubrication, and try to wipe the excess of all the broken down rubber from the eraser wheel and all the pieces of the tape that came off with it. So let's go ahead and wipe this off. Now, as you see, we wiped over it and got, you know, the excess of all this extra rubber off of it, and you see you still have some left. So he's going to go back over top of it with the eraser wheel and skim the last little bit of this off, and then you'll repeat the same process, wiping it down with the detail spray until you get a nice clean finish. All right, so we repeated the step again, went back over it with an eraser wheel to get the last little pieces of tape off, and then, you know, wiped over it with detail spray again. What we had left was a little bit of black left and a little bit of yellow left over from the eraser wheel. We were pressing a little harder than we should have, so we had a little bit of yellow there on it. All we're doing, and you might have to do this too, depending on, you know, how big the badge was and how big the difference in the paint, yeah, the dirt and the paint and everything else that's down behind there. You might have to take a compound to it, you know, 3M, any type of compound, or in this case we used Adams heavy correcting compound. But I mean, you see the badge is gone and it's nice and white and pretty and clean looking. You know, it's better than having that old dirty Chevrolet badge back here killing the whole look of the truck. So I appreciate y'all watching. I hope this helped y'all out. I'm gonna try to find a link to the eraser wheel on like eBay or something. I'll drop it down below so you know where to get one if you want to do it. The materials we use today are just what pound test wire?
65-pound braid.
65-pound braid fishing wire. You could probably get away with a little bit of less. You might just break it, you know, depending on how big the emblem is, and the 3M eraser wheel, and, you know, detail cloth, glass cleaner, detail spray, anything that you got, that little bit of lubrication, and wipe it all off. And we went back over it with some compound. It came out great. So I appreciate y'all watching. As always, check out the other videos on the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll have my Instagram name and Michael's Instagram down in the description below. Hit the subscribe button. Take care. Have a great day.